Some people have a misconception of what I am putting out here. It is never coming from an egotistical place. Everything I put out there is something that I have lived through. These perceptions and mentalities and limitations that I have carried within me. I don't share it from an ignorant place. I share it from a place of self-development, my own growth. And that is why there's substance behind my words, because I've lived it, I've experienced it, and this is very real from my own place of perception and the way I've interpreted my world. Nobody can come in and tell me that I am wrong for doing what I'm doing here, because this is who I am. This is the life I have lived and the path I have walked. So, am I an expert? Yes, I am an expert with my own life. And that's what I empower in people. You are the expert of your world. You are the expert of the path you have walked. Once you start to implement the experiences you go through, those lessons that are learnt through every situation, through every interaction, that's what I do. And while I do that, I trigger people. I trigger the ones that are still stuck in their own self-limiting beliefs. My messages I put out are not for everybody. I am speaking to the people who have walked through life surrounded by low frequency energies. Depending on the energies that make us up from what we've witnessed, it develops the role we play throughout our journeys, the people that we are going to be, how others receive us and how we project out of us sets the tone for everything we pull in. When I promote self-reliance, this is not coming from a bitter and wounded place at all. It is coming from this place of being able to read the energies that are presented to you. Some of us have people around us that wish to shut those doors that you are ready to step through and cultivate a new timeline for yourself. These are the ones you do not need in your life. The naysayers, the ones that always have something to say to make you feel like you're making the wrong choice in life, to make you feel like you don't have what it takes in order to better yourself and create the life you so wish to experience. These are the ones that sit in a low frequency. Some people draw in the goodness because of the core beliefs, the way they see themselves and the value they give toward themselves is what is pulling in those genuine energies around them. This does not shift while you are stuck in a role of low worth. We project out of us our core values. We project out of us our core belief systems. What we display and put out on another human being is the way we see ourselves. This is where it has to change, and why I say you need to be okay in your own energy, on your own, before you can start to develop and recreate the world you wish to see outside of you. A lot of people fail at this step because they allow the words that are spoken upon them to keep them stuck, and they remain in this energy consistently pulling in those lower frequencies that are not truly happy to see you grow into the best you can be. If you are going to allow anybody in, be selective with who you let in, because you become the energy that you surround yourself with. That is the importance of being self-aware, firstly, understanding that all these energies that are displayed within the lower frequencies, they run through us too. Otherwise, we would not be human. You know, this is the contrast of life. It's just a matter of zoning in and nailing down on what it is you wish to experience within your world. When you become really selective and you start to filter out those heavier energies that surround you, you don't just open the door to anyone and everything that comes your way. It does not mean that you are sitting in ego. A lot of people believe that this is sitting in an egotistical state when you don't need somebody to come in. What I speak here is not saying shut out the world and be bitter and, you know, that the whole world is against you. The need is what needs to be gone. In truth, we cannot grow without interaction from the outside world. We stay stagnant. There is no benefit in permanently isolating yourself or believing that there is only negativity that can come in. The shift takes place within your understanding of what it is that is surrounding you. What is the world that has built your foundation? What have you opened your eyes into when you came into this existence? When you can start to weigh it up and and really break down what energy has had the most prominent impact within your world. What are you focused on? Where do your thoughts generate from? Self-development is very big in the world nowadays. Everybody, trying to achieve success. But to go that bit deeper, success within self, it is not by speaking words. No amount of affirmations or positivity that is spoken from your lips can create the world you want without the shift taking place within. It has to happen in the mind, where you actually are programmed to see your world from a higher perspective. Because if you don't match the words coming out of you, there is no change that happens outside. You stay stagnant, and this is where a lot of people get let down, because life isn't matching what they wish to see, because the internal dialogue, that patterning that takes place within the mind, you need to be able to watch your thoughts. What are the perceptions, the deeper perceptions you carry, your core beliefs? What are they about yourself and the way you position yourself within your world? That fear of failure, the fear of judgment from the outside world, these lack mentalities that are programmed into your core beliefs. This is what is your block. And the way how you can pinpoint on it is by listening to your internal dialogue, how you take something in. So if you're presented with a heavier situation or a really good situation, and your inner dialogue has you feeling down, like you are not capable of achieving something, that's self-sabotage. You are manifesting that low frequency energy to be projected out of you, and you will keep getting everything that comes at you that is mirroring everything that you can't be, until you change the inner dialogue and start stepping in ways that move you past the block. The only way we can move past our blockages is by actioning what we wish to change in our world. You have to be what you speak. Words are not enough. I think of myself and my role as a mother, just to break it down so it makes sense here. If I'm speaking words to my kids and I'm telling them, go after what it is you want in life and don't let anybody hold you back. Don't allow those negative words and opinions of this world, of the people around you, block your path. Do for you. If I'm speaking this, it sounds all good, right? Those words, yes, they're lovely. They sound high vibrational. They sound inspiring. But where the true impact comes into play is if I match what I speak, and I myself step into the uncomfort and those challenges and limitations and push past it. You have to be the example. This term, monkey see, monkey do, it is not monkey speak, monkey do. This is how we learn the most, by witnessing those that we look up to doing these actions. That's why you get inspired by people who are doing and making success in their life. You are inspired because you wish to move in that same flow with life, to move past the blockages that this world is so programmed to throw out there on others. And this is the thing. Blockages are layers upon layers of all diverse things. When you remove one block from your world, a program that you are able to redesign within your own self, this is where you lift the veil and start to realize that it's not just that one area, and you can't compare it to anybody else either. People put comparisons and they will make judgment where there's no block for them. They will judge the person who's blocked in what field, what area comes easy to them. We are all created differently. We are all witnessing our journeys from a mashup of the frequencies that move through us, and we interpret it based off of that, those sensitivities that make us so unique and individual to each other. When you can move past that fear of being judged, you allow yourself to move freely through your blockages. It is not something that comes easy. I don't ever portray it like it is just click your fingers and all of a sudden you have developed the skills. No, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep practicing this way. When you come in contact with a block within you, it is that moment when you see the challenge before you where you get to make those decisions, and it's never too late either. You can be blocked up for years, for your whole life. and then one day you are ready to take it on. And when you get to that point and you literally start to step into those hard things and you keep stepping, it becomes something that you can move past. It's like riding a bike. You get better and better at it. It is a matter of being the example to yourself. So I spoke about it with regards to, being a parent, in a sense, because it's a perfect example of what I mean here. You have to be it in order to influence with the right energy to be projected out of you when you speak any words outside of you onto anybody, and especially onto yourself. When you are speaking words outside of you, stop for a minute and question yourself. Do I match the words I speak? Am I just parroting these words that I hear outside of me that sound great because I believe that that's going to manifest the world I wish to shape outside of me? You need to be very real with yourself and understand you need to match the words you speak. All that knowledge that you carry on the surface, you need to pull it in and take it so deep into you and start to restructure the parts that you are so detached from that are cultivating the unsatisfying life outside of you. All this knowledge, all this common sense, you need to step into that and become everything that you are not first. If you don't reshape yourself from the inside out, you can't reshape and redirect your timeline. This is the key that unlocks everything to the abundant life for you. What is abundance? That is your individual taste that you create for yourself. We need to stop living by somebody else's way, by what this world tells us is the program we need to follow. What is the program? We live in a program. The whole world is structured to follow certain criteria here in order to have the good life. But this is not true. This is the illusion that keeps us limited within ourselves, and we can't recreate from the space of our authenticity. We can be amongst the program, but you can be free within. It is removing this expectation that you need to be anything or do anything that this world wants you to do in order for you to get the tick of approval. When you can walk amongst the program, but be internally at peace and free from this conditioning and this expectation and, the need for somebody to come in and control you or you control another, this is where your joy and contentment will come into play, and you start living from the heart space and reshaping your world internally. Your true inner dialogue, your true inner core foundation is what shapes your outer world, the energies you draw in. When you have a strong sense of the essence you carry within you, there is nothing that can come and take away your freedom. There is nobody who can come and challenge you on who you are and the path you walk. You are so sure about yourself that there's no fight. The need to fight to be you, it's gone. The need to justify your steps, it's gone. You will do and act and become everything that you see missing in your world. You become that because you are the center of this universe. Each of us are. This is not an egotistical place to sit. It doesn't mean that you put yourself above anybody. I never mean this. It actually humbles you when you shift your internal dialogue and you are sitting in a state of contentment within you. You don't project any negativity out of you. You will speak light into the existence of others because you're satisfied and you are full within. I speak about the overflow that comes out so often. You will have an effect on people, whether it be negative or positive, it doesn't matter. It still all comes back to the triggering that happens is either going to be inspirational triggering or it's going to be triggering where it makes people feel flawed and uncomfortable with the fact that you walk in your authenticity. People who cannot move past their limitations, they will come at you and they will try to criticize the way you walk through your life. You need to not allow it to impact you in a negative way and keep you stuck. When you stop trying to justify your steps and the way you perceive your whole world around you, This breaks those chains from anybody being able to come in and hold you down. You understand that that is their limitation, that is where they are, and you respect it, because we've all been somewhere where we've been stuck at some point within our journeys. This is what it means to be human. Understand that that is their ego. The fact that they need to come out of their way and tell you how to be you. You have to laugh it off, because anybody who can come and try to tell you how to do you, they are sitting in a constricted space within their own inner self. Their inner frequency is heavy and low. If they can convince you that you're wrong, it justifies the prison that they sit in within their own psyche. Because a free person does not go out of their way to control anybody. They don't go out of their way to try to tell you that you are living your life wrong. You accept, you're at peace with how anybody lives their life. Negative, positive, it doesn't matter. You just mind your business, focusing on self. This is where it's at. To keep your energy with you. It is not a matter of separating yourself from the world outside of you. We need each other to develop ourselves and continuously evolve, bettering ourselves with every step we take. I don't go after anybody and try to tell them how to live their life at all. I don't expect people to live according to my way, my beliefs at all. But I do believe that we all have the ability to help each other, and this is why I put it out there, because I've been stuck. I've learned to depend on myself because of what I've received. It is a program that has been given to you, a role that has been taught to you and confirmed to you that that is what you are here to do, to keep giving of yourself and made to feel unworthy, until you take your power back and you start to build your own self-worth and start to be really okay with the fact that we are flawed and you are forever shifting and reshaping your design, your outer world. This is the part that frees you and has you not even taking offense. You don't take it personally at all. When you start to level your energy up, this is the most triggering, because it makes them uncomfortable, because you're bypassing where their energy is at. You just keep stepping forward and understand what is for your greater good and what is not. And that's when you close those people out. That is what I put out there. I promote being selective with the energies you allow into your world, because it shapes our reality. We are sponges to the energies that we surround ourselves with. When you are of the higher frequencies, you will always speak goodness into people. You always wish well for people. That feeling, if this is who you are, understand that you deserve that back in your world. What you put out to the world will mirror back your worth. You can be of light. You can speak and project light outside of you. But if those boundaries aren't in place for you, the goodness in you, you will open the door and allow in the energies that do keep you stuck and keep you from reaching that higher ascension point, that transition into receiving the blessings that you are giving to others. This is not selfish to close that out. When you put yourself in high value, you will protect the energy that you carry within you. And this is a must, because to be of light, you want the best for people. But you need to start doing one thing differently. You need to understand that you are worthy of receiving that back too. A lot of people will sell themselves short. They will keep giving of themselves into a world that offers nothing back. But it is you allowing it. It is not these people coming in and being able to do that to you unless you open the door to it. That is your power, that you get to control the energies that you allow in. When you do this, you open up your blessings. When you start to be more selective with who you allow in, the ones that are going to inject the goodness into you, the people who are there to support you and truly want to see you happy and living your best life. That is it. If that is what you do for others, understand that you deserve to receive that back. That is what I promote. I promote being selective with the energies you allow in. It is never from an egotistical place. It is coming from a place of knowing that you're a giver, knowing that you want the best for people, and then finally realizing that I deserve that back in return. That is it. Call me selfish. I don't care what people think. Call me egotistical. You can go for it. It doesn't bother me, because my way of life does not affect you. Another person's way that they choose to exist and interpret their world has no effect on you if it is truly about themselves. The only time that it should ever matter is if people come in and try to step on your toes. And when they do that, you don't seek revenge. God, no. I don't promote revenge. I don't promote malicious behavior coming out of anybody. I promote self-reliance, resilience within the steps you take through life, that nothing and no one can come in and break you down and tell you who you are and how you need to step in life. This is what I am about. I'm about cultivating you into the best you can be, because that's what I learned to do for myself. And that to me is a blessing and a gift that nobody can take away from me. So, because it feels so good and solid within me, and I am a natural giver, I like to offer that out to those of you who are receptive out there, not to the oh so righteous that want to come in and tell others how to do life. So if you are one of those too, you can come and say whatever you wish. It does not block my path. I'm not here to accommodate anybody's comfort level. I'm here to live my life and make it the best for myself. My interpretation of my best life will be different to everybody else's, because that is what makes me an individual. The same way we are all individuals. Your beautiful life, that life that you so wish to live, keep focused on that, and don't let people come in and tell you what is the right way, what is the wrong way. Break free from this programming. These are the limitations that are cast over you that keep you stuck and unsatisfied. The moment you start to live for you and not care about anybody's interpretation of you, you are all that matters. That's it. You, in your mind, how you value yourself. This is the key to your success and your blessings that you truly set up and shape for yourself, that is going to serve your continuous growth throughout your life experience. This is what we are all capable of doing for ourselves. So if you're ready to take in the message, that's what I wish to offer to those who are ready. That is the blessing of our interactions with each other. That's it. There's always something good you can take out of it. So I offer this to you because that is what I do, and it comes from the heart space, always with the best of intentions. So take the message if you like, and if not, that's okay too. Until the next message.